If you're watching this video right now, it's because you suck at texting girls. You're either getting ghosted or getting dry replies. Well, in this video I'm making right now, I'm gonna show you a 5-step simple process to text girls so you'll never struggle with texting a girl again. Alright, the first thing you wanna do when texting girls is a simple thing. Have clear goals outside of her. When you work on something that's not with her in mind, like say, working on your business, working on the gym, working on your money, or gardening, or playing Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, I don't care, flying a plane, it doesn't matter. When you're doing stuff that has nothing to do with her, makes you more confident, more attractive, and less needy. And girls can feel that energy coming through your texts. And let me tell you, girls are very energetic beings. They can feel when you're needy, when you're being soft, or you have nothing going on in your life because you're a fucking loser. Girls can feel that. And let me tell you a quick little story. I used to be the same way. I had nothing going on in my life except for women, so I'd be constantly overthinking the messages, double texting, all these bad things because I had nothing else to do in my life, and obviously none of it worked out until I started focusing on the gym, on my work, on my business, my YouTube. Girls started double texting me, and they started overthinking about the messages they were sending me. So if you want to be in the position I am in right now, just set goals that have nothing to do with her and focus on them. You're a man, you should be building a business, you shouldn't be thinking about women. There's no ROI to that. There isn't. There is no ROI on focusing on women. Doesn't give you any benefit, it doesn't give her any benefit, it just doesn't work in the end. So bottom line is, be busy building and the girls will flock towards you. All right, number 2, stop seeking her approval / stop being super available. There's a quote that goes, a boy becomes a man when he stops seeking approval from women. So basically what that means is, if your confidence hinders on the basis of how fast she replies or how sweet her message was or she puts any hearts in it, I used to be like that. Yeah, if your confidence hinders on that, then something's wrong. Let me ask you something. Is she going to approve of you 100% of the time? Of course not. It's just how women are and any other person on the planet. Nobody's going to give you 100% approval rate except your grandmother, but unfortunately she passed away. Yeah, nobody's going to give you 100% approval rate, so focus on yourself. Lock in on your goals. Yeah, you shouldn't be trying to win her over. You're here to connect with her. You're here to find out who she is. You're going to say, hey, we're just here buddy. We're not trying to win. Nobody's approved. And that's the mentality you should be going with. And also, when you lock in your goals and you're gaining approval from yourself, gaining self-respect, you also stop being super available. Women hate men that always say, yes, I'm free today and the rest of the week. I'm ready to respond. 5 seconds. Yeah. No woman likes that. If you take 5 seconds to respond, she's gonna find that very unattractive as well. Rule of thumb for this, to stop being super available, makes it real simple. Take a little bit longer to respond to her. So say she takes an hour to respond to you, take an hour and 15 minutes or 2 hours, 3 hours. You're a busy man. You got things going on in your life, man. You got things going on in your life. Obviously, don't make it super obvious that you're doing this. Don't do it every single time. She's gonna be like, oh, he's playing with a game with me. I think I know the game now. Don't do that. So bottom line is, stop seeking her approval, man, and start seeking approval from yourself. All right, number 3, set dates. Okay, bottom line when texting is to set up dates. It's literally the fucking cornerstone of that shit. You're not here to be your fucking pen pal. Say, oh, good morning, beautiful. I had such a wonderful day. What about you? Or sending a pigeon over there with a scroll, with a pen. Oh, with your big ass signature. No, we're not doing that. We're not here for pen pals. We're here to set up dates so you can meet her in person, make the connection happen, and that's where you guys start making a relationship. To do this, you're gonna have to do a couple things. You're gonna have to find when you're both free. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can find a day that you're free or a time and say, let's go here at 7. You down for that? Yes or no? She's gonna say it. Now the second way, which I prefer, because the first way, there's a couple things wrong with it, even though it's a good way to find her availability. It's not that great because she can say no and then suggest a day. Say, let's say you said Monday at 7, and then she says no, and then says Tuesday at 7. There's a possibility that she might say, if you say yes, that you might seem a little too available, if you understand what I'm saying. But there is ways to go around it. You can say, yes, I'm free, but I'm working in the morning and I'll just text you in the afternoon just to confirm or something like that. There's ways to go around it, but it might draw her to the conclusion that you're too available. Second way is the when are you free line. This is my favorite. She's gonna say, you're gonna text her, when are you free this weekend? Or when are you free this week? What's your schedule looking like? Whatever you want to. She's gonna give you a list of days. You pick one of those days, and then here comes step number 2. Find a place that you want to go to. So there's a possibility when you're first dating her that you might not like her, or you guys might not connect. Instead of making a compromise, saying, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Just find a place that you want to go to. So at least if it doesn't work out, at least you had fun. You went to a place you want to go. And then number 3, this is how you structure the text. You say, let's meet here at 7, wherever you chose. Text me when you start heading over. I'll see you soon. That's it. Clear cut, in the right energy. Girls love that. And bottom line is, texting isn't for pen pals, it's for setting up dates. So set up the fucking date. All right, number 4 is texting between the day of the date and whenever you set up the date. This is a big mistake guys make, is initiating any kind of conversation between the day of the date and whenever they set up the date. And the reason why it's a mistake is because it throws out all excitement and just throws it out the window. It's not mysterious, it's not confident, it's not attractive, because it really is just sucking out the energy you're gonna have in the conversation, just throwing it out the window. So I would say avoid it at all costs. Just don't text her, don't say anything. If she initiates the conversation, it's different. If she initiates the conversation, which is possible if her attraction level is high enough towards you, she's gonna say like, oh, I haven't heard you, how was your day today? I haven't heard, how was work? Whatever, blah, 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 blah. You don't wanna ignore her, but you don't want to play into it as well. You kind of want to say something in these kind of words. Say you set up the date for Thursday of next week, and she asks you, oh, how was your day today? Just say something simple like, I'm good, I had a lot of work today, we'll catch up on next Thursday, can't wait, or I'll see you soon. Something really simple. And this took me a while to learn. Yeah, it was one of the biggest mistakes, because I always had like an action-based mindset where the more actions I give to her, the more she's gonna love me. That's what I thought. It's not really true. And it lost me my relationship in high school. Just like simple stuff like that. And obviously it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it does help a lot. It does help a lot. Well, bottom line is, don't talk between the day of the date and the setting of the date. Just try to avoid any kind of conversation. It would just help you out way more in the date. All right, number 5, last point, let her initiate texting after the date. Now, this is a way to find out if she really, really, really liked the date. Usually right after the date, girls will text you like, hey, I had a really good time today. You're really charming, you're so handsome, stuff like that. You typically don't want to be the one that initiates right after the date. I found this out back in high school as well. I made so many mistakes, even though, I'm the most handsome, charismatic man, ladies man in the world. But I made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, that was one of them. I just texted them right after the date, and I noticed that they weren't so attracted towards me, or yes, it's just like little stuff. It's about the details of this. And yeah, just don't initiate right after the date. Don't say anything. Let her flow into it. But there's also going to be at times that it just doesn't happen. Even though the date went well, it just doesn't happen. And that's usually further down the road. For me, like I would say after 3 months, then like that phase kind of fizzles out. And both of you guys kind of initiate the conversation. But this is like towards the first couple months. This is the rule for first couple months. But yeah, if you don't get a text right after the date, then there's some things that you have to fix up. But that's about it. Anyways, in conclusion, those 5 steps, follow those 5 steps and you'll never struggle with a girl again, man. Happy day.